afternoon, good morning. It's Mark Johnson from Loyalty360. Everyone's happy, safe, and well. Welcome back to what we're hearing, what we're seeing. Today we're going to talk about partnerships. They continue to be a significant area of interest for members of Loyalty360, especially regarding their customer loyalty efforts. Partnerships can be an effective value-add tool for brands when they have a highly effective partnership strategy. All one has to do is look at Hilton and their historic commitment to value-add partnerships as one of the key benefits of their successful customer loyalty program. We were fortunate enough to have them at the 2024 Loyalty Expo. It was one of the keynotes.
We really used marketing communications, personalized offers, tech-enabled customer experiences, and partnerships, which I'm going to spend time talking about today, to keep our members engaged with us. And our mission is really to create the relationships with the world's travelers. We want to get them to know, love, prefer, and choose Hilton. And Hilton Honors is really the main way that we keep those customers engaged. And it works. 30% of our members say that they choose their hotel because of the loyalty program. And we know that we see when we look at our customer data, the value of those Honors members is outsized compared to the value of our non-Honors members. They stay more, they spend more, and they actually cost us less. Now also, we see that as they climb up through the tiers, their share of wallet also incrementally grows. So it's not just a nice thing to say and put out there, but actually we're seeing the returns. And we are constantly thinking about how do we innovate to create even more value and equity out of the program.
In the 2024 State of Customer Loyalty Research paper, we asked brands what enhancements they are most interested in 2024. And as you can see in the slide, brand-to-brand partnerships was in the top 10. It actually was 6th. Brands also responded in that same survey that there is a significant sea of sameness concern as well. We all heard about that. So an effective brand partnership is the key to addressing this sea of sameness. We also know that brands are taking a hard look at their partnership strategy. They're trying to simplify their partnership approach. And in a recent webinar hosted by Ali Isaacs from Talon.One, there are 3 key attributes in an effective partnership strategy. Understanding your members, making sure you have mutual target audiences that have synergy, and number 3, being able to substantiate an ROI on the program. And that can be challenging from an ROI perspective, as we've heard, because brands that may be highly regulated, such as fuel, casinos, banking, may have to have a completely integrated offering. So being able to substantiate an ROI can be a significant challenge.
I'm going to move on to partnership loyalty programs. And at Talon.One, we oftentimes get a lot of questions on how do you determine the right partnership for your members? And there's 3 different things that I want to advise you all on today. So first, understanding your members. A lot of our customers today, they use gamification and social listening in order to understand what their customers value. So through this, they're able to collect their data, give them value in return, and then through that, they're able to understand what partnerships and what they value, how they see the world, what's important to them, what cases do they, what causes do they really care about. And then through that, you can have partnerships not only from one campaign, but you could also have it for a year long or whatever that cadence may be, whatever it makes sense. Sometimes seasonal campaigns are better specifically from a partnership standpoint. Sometimes it's just, we want to add a partner to this campaign. Other times they have it for an entire year. So it all ranges depending on what your customers find value in. Also, another great reason to have partnerships for your members is specifically to have mutual audiences and acquire new customers. So when you acquire new customers, you can then convert them because they're already shopping at that particular brand or buying those specific items. So creating mutual benefits and synergies is really important, and having those mutual audiences is a way to do that. And then lastly, thinking about the return on investment. In order to have this partnership, you're thinking of the partnership as part of the acquisition and retention costs that you have in order to keep those customers that you're initially acquiring. And so if you're not getting the conversions that you're looking for, understand why. What other things do you need to be doing in order to have this be the right partnership? Maybe you need to shorten the duration of the partnership. Maybe you need to do a completely different partnership. But just because there's not the right conversion doesn't mean that it was a fail. You now understand the value that your customers are looking for if it isn't the right conversion. But hopefully, you've done enough research from understanding your members through gamification and social listening that you can then have that correct return on investment that your leadership and you are looking for.
Brands are looking to create effective partnership opportunities, yet many brands do not have the resources needed. So not only may you have to get the technology, if required, in the queue, you have to get the partnership approved and into the marketing queue. And sometimes we've heard that the brand partner may not have a seat at the table in the marketing meetings and may not need or have as much influence to push the partnerships they're looking for. As we heard at the 2024 Loyalty Expo, in a panel session with Bank of America, Campgrounds of America, and Accor, the challenges for getting a partnership through an organization can be quite challenging. Michael Peters, who is the Director of Partnerships at Campgrounds of America, partnerships are one of their core pillars of their loyalty program. Everything from camping products to experiential engagement opportunities were discussed at the conference, as well as some of the challenges of getting partnerships approved. The process is no longer a standard 3 to 4 page document within legal. It is a more detailed assessment and evaluation, and we continue to hear that from many brands as well. Sabrina Lalou, Vice President of Loyalty and Partnerships of North America and Central America at Accor, talked about organizational alignment and the importance that they have when they place partnerships in front of their organization to get approved. There also is a challenge of knowing your customers. Do they have the same customer interests, values, and commitment that will enable an effective partnership strategy? And John Sellers from Bank of America spoke about partnerships and being able to get them into the queue, as we talked about earlier, and some of the hurdles they face regarding partnerships being approved, to how they assess the partners, and do they have the financial wherewithal to be considered. This is a big challenge for many brands, is making sure that these partners are viable and aligned. John also had a clarion call in the discussion as well to simplify and streamline the partnership opportunities to be able to leverage technology that may currently be integrated, right? Integrate the pipes of technology that may be already in place to facilitate other potential partnerships.
When you look at partnerships at Bank of America, how has your approach to partnerships changed, John?
Well, I'd say, they continue to be really important to us. I think we continue to look for partners who can bring us exclusive value. We also look for partners who can help us provide more relevant offerings, right? So I think, and then I also think we look at partners who can sort of make it easy in terms of the tech build process too, right? That's really important to us. So sort of the combination of those things continue to be more and more important. Definitely, I would think, though, the tech piece, the exclusivity are really key components for us.
Excellent. And what are some of the challenges that you have with regard to exclusivity and also getting the tech piece right? We talked about that as a prep to this. It's a big challenge for your organization to get new technology in and assess
Right.
partners.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, technology continues to get more and more expensive, as I'm sure it is for everybody. We really, our internal tech team, they've got a monopoly, so whatever they tell us the price is the price that we have to deal with. So I think, if there's creative ways that we could partner and, to drive some of those costs down and perhaps some of the transition period, those are things that we're looking at.
All of these challenges were discussed again in the 2024 State of Customer Loyalty paper. As you can see in this slide, there are limitations on current tech partnerships. There's an internal resource concern and allocation within organizations. Brands also struggle from organizational buy-in and budget constraints. They have marketing priorities that are competing, and there's a lack of metrics and reporting that can affect and impact the ability of a brand to drive an effective partnership strategy. We actually have a digital roundtable coming up that we are going to open up to brands who are not members of Loyalty360 on December 5th, 2024. You can see in the slide here details about the open digital roundtable, and also the registrations below. You can email Carly or Mark with your name and title and what you signed up. Looking forward to seeing everyone at the December 5th presentation. It's going to be an effective discussion around partnerships, the state of partnerships, and how brands are looking at them. So looking forward to that discussion. And until then, have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.